Welcome to Boys Podcast, episode 37.
Hi.
Hello.
We're back. It seems like it's been so long since we've done one of these.
It's like fucking months.
No, truth be told, we're doing a 2-up today.
A literal back-to-back.
We did Matt and Colin. Matt Street, Colin Butler.
Mm-hmm.
Got that barking spider in here? I don't know. And now we're doing another one right after. And man, it just feels good.
It feels great. It feels great to be in the studio in the Paramount building. Big ups, big thanks to Patrick Riley, Lost Ogle, for having this beautiful room. Thanks to the Paramount building itself.
Absolutely. Thank you, building.
Thank you, building.
It's a wonderful, it's a good feeling to be in like a dedicated space.
And not, yeah.
Oh, it's great. And yeah, it's lostogle.com if you want to check out our sponsor, I guess you'd say. He's sponsor in a way.
AnthemBrewing.com.
Another sponsor in a way.
I'm sitting here having a nice little Anthem IPA.
Wonderful fellas over there.
Yeah,
Ben, thank you so much for being cool. I ran into Ben this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good guy.
He was real happy to see Colin, and he was happy to see me. Yeah, we see each other all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
And last but not least, fatbison.com, our friend Matt, who was on the last episode.
We didn't even fucking plug his Fat Bison.
He makes beautiful hand-carved signs. They're great gifts for dads or moms, grandpas, grandmas. Kids. Maybe not so much for kids. I don't know. A kid wouldn't like a sign. Boys. They're good for boys, is what we're trying to say. And we're going to get to this episode right now. But two quick things of business here.
Yes.
You can go to boyspodcast.com to see all things boys. There's links to our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, PayPal, and Patreon if you'd like to go the donation route. We've got some donations. Thank you so much to those of you who have donated. It means the world to us. We do this with love, with no expectation. And when somebody sends us a few bucks, man, it makes my heart good.
It makes my heart warm.
It does. It makes my dick warm. It makes my ass warm. It makes my balls cold.
It makes my nipples firm.
It makes my nipples soft and flap in the wind.
Weird.
Like two old balloons.
It's a weird feeling.
Anyway, so we're going to get to this episode with Matt Jewett and Chris Vandyne. Hey guys, bring it in.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Matt. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
I apologize for being late. I spilled
you know
a
what?
lot of chowder.
It's okay.
It's all right. Figuratively or?
No, literally. The whole world will know by the time this comes out. My mom is pretty sick right now and in the hospital. And so my good friend Morgan Greer, who will probably never listen to this podcast because she is a nice Christian woman.
Well.
Josh has a dirty nickname for her that I told her about.
Oh, you told her?
I told her what you call her. She was not happy.
I called her Jesus Pussy.
My friend Morgan is a missionary who lives internationally, who has been living in India for several, I guess, the majority of the last year.
Okay.
Sounds right. And they were making jokes about me liking girls. And I said, I can't hang out with you guys tonight. I'm hanging out with my friend Morgan, and they did the whole ooh la la, who is Morgan thing. And so I was like, she's a missionary. And Josh just goes, Jesus pussy. It just started calling her Jesus pussy.
But it's all about the intent. I wasn't meaning it derogatorial. I'm just saying she is a Jesus freak.
How is that not derogatorial?
I guess it is.
He was trying to talk to me.
Have you ever had Christian pussy? It's pretty good.
It's the greatest pussy of all time.
I tend to stay away from
It's amazing. It's the best. People love it.
And again, I'm not saying that women are just their vaginal parts.
Once a month, it's washed in the blood of the lamb. I meant to say blood of the womb, but
lamb was better.
Lamb worked. It got a laugh. Finally. Okay. Thanks for coming by, guys. All right.
We're done.
And we're done.
There's no reason to continue.
I have alienated
on
one of my best friends. Life is good. But she and her
I
mother.
love her. Never met her.
You would love her.
Good girl.
She's a very good girl. She does smell good. She's about the only thing on me that smells good because she gave me a big hug before I left her house. And otherwise, I've been...
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Be here. I'm sorry to start on a somber note, but anyway, her and her mom were nice enough to give us chowder, and I spilled a shitload of the chowder.
Good chowder.
Yeah, ham chowder and clam chowder. Ooh, that rhymes.
There's ham chowder?
It's called ham chowder.
I feel like you could put anything in the chowder.
Her folks are from Mississippi. I think they just do whatever the fuck they want to.
I consider myself a soupman. I like a soup.
Soupman? Is that like a coxman but with soup?
No, yeah.
Tadpole soup?
What the fuck is that? Jizz. Got it. But I
a lot of dick jokes.
Chowder. I've only heard of clam chowder, like New England.
The red or white.
Chowder. Exactly. What was that from?
Ace Ventura. When he's going in.
New England clam chowder.
Cannibal Corpse is playing.
Yeah. The red or the white.
Ooh, we did just watch that Cannibal Corpse documentary.
And on the have you seen the extended version of that Ace Ventura?
No.
Where he's actually in the Cannibal Corpse
Yeah,
show?
he gets on stage and he jumps off, right? Yeah.
Just 90s comedy.
I mean, well, he talks.
Metal.
They talk about that in their documentary though, about how like he was super psyched.
Yeah,
for
he's known to be a death metal
fan, and so like he was like, oh my god, are you guys gonna play? And I don't know enough Cannibal Corpse. Chris, this is where you chime in.
Hammer Smashed Face.
Hammer Smash Face. That's the name of the song. Thank you,
That's
Robbie.
the name of the song they played in the movie. Yes.
Well, listen, Matt, you're in a safe space now, and we're all about safe spaces here. We're amongst friends.
Are you trying
We're
to
a
Put your
bunch of
hands on the table and say whatever you want.
No, don't put your hands on the table.
Are you gonna touch
don't
my wiener?
fucking touch
We're
the
amongst
already
Josh's favorite terms, cis white males.
white male.
That's right. This is our safe space.
This is our
Because cis white males have to have a safe space too
We need our own
these days.
space, guys.
Because the entire world is not our safe space.
world-
Right.
world
Not
is
anymore.
scary.
Not
It's out
anymore.
to get us.
It's Trump's America now.
That's
Oh,
right.
Jesus.
Not yet. Not yet. We still have like 20 days.
No,
I'm
sorry to mine. It's huge. And people love it. They say it's the best America's ever been. It's great.
Dude, if you're not careful, we're going to have a Trump off.
I'll Obama off you too. I've talked about this.
He has
Really?
a lot.
Okay.
Are we going to start it out with impressions?
We might as
I wanted to start out with a story, if that's okay.
Okay.
Just to get the ball rolling here. But this happened to me the other night, and it was the most scared I've been in a long time. So I put it on the handy dandy
On the docket?
boys podcast list 2000.
Remember?
And man, yeah,
y'all are still rolling with the 2000. This low budge.
it's boys podcast
It's too gay.
2000.
You gotta start somewhere. It's okay.
Windows XP, dude.
Do you remember when that sounded futuristic?
XP?
2000.
Yeah, yeah.
2000.
Oh, wait.
For me, it still does because I'm rocking this phone. Okay,
What is that?
iPhone 4?
That is a Windows 97 phone.
that's what that is.
It has the original SimCity on it, but
Can
you
I-
can't make a phone
can I feel
call.
the heft?
That's got a floppy disk.
It comes stock with Roller Coaster Tycoon, dude.
I like the weight.
No, I
really
love the
do.
thing. I refuse to give up on it until it's completely dead.
I feel like the iPhone 4 has the best form factor of any phone.
Dude,
ever.
I would agree
It's
with
the
that.
perfect like
110%.
weight and size ratio.
Thumb
Yeah.
action is perfect. If I could just spell, it'd be way awesome.
Need to get that Matt Jewett spell check.
Yeah,
Shut Up Matt Jewett spell check.
My friends keep me in check. You know.
He apologizes a lot.
Okay, you were saying, Rob?
Yeah, so back to my story. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so the wife, the lovely and talented Erica Harris, and I were
Never heard of her.
sitting on the couch watching Elf the other night. We had
Great.
never seen Elf.
Classic.
Great movie.
Neither of
do that
us
every time.
had ever seen it. So we're sitting there watching it. I'm laying on one side of the couch. We have like this huge wraparound couch.
Okay.
I'm laying on one side. She's sitting on the other. Atop my chest is our 11-year-old cat, Esteban.
Mm.
Big tomcat. He's laying on top of me and he falls asleep.
Yeah.
And I go and I like poke his head a little bit. Like I
'Cause
kind of
that's
like
what you do.
I kind of like move it,
Sure.
like messing with him. And he's not waking up. And I'm like, whoa, he's really asleep. Like this cat is very asleep.
If you tell me the cat's dead, I'm gonna leave. I don't-
Close.
I can't
And
handle this.
I go, babe, look at this. And she like looks over my shoulder and I'm like just moving. I'm not like violently moving the cat's head, but I am moving the cat's head.
Right.
Weekend at Bernie's style.
That was exactly my
Yeah.
thought.
And I'm like, look at this. And she goes, oh yeah, lately he's been, when he falls asleep, he's like really asleep. And I'm thinking, yeah, because he's about to die. He's old as
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
You know, his teeth are falling out. His farts are terrible. So I go, okay. So I'm like, I was going to get up to get something to drink. So I put I'm trying to explain this in a visual, paint a picture here. I put my thumbs
No
like
one else
under
can
his
see it.
armpits
Right.
to like pick him up as
Oh, yeah.
you would a cat.
Right. Or baby.
When I pick him up, he's completely limp.
Oh, God.
Like so much so that like I'm grabbing him by the armpits underneath his head and shoulders and neck completely turned like a candy cane. He's
Are his arms like gelatin-like?
yeah, he's
Okay.
just dead weight.
cat corpse.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah, I pick him up
Cat corpse.
and I look at Erica and I'm like, look. I thought he was fucking dead, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
what it
that the
sounds
cat
like.
died on my chest.
Now what happened?
Which would have been romantic.
Here's what you'll never guess what's next. I start kind of like wiggling him like, no. And I'm freaking out and Erica can like see the fear in my eyes. She's laughing. Like,
Of course she is.
That's the first thing you would do.
Of course.
It'd be hilarious.
Rightly so. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm thinking this cat's dead. Then the cat opens its eyes and just looks around the entire room, but doesn't meow, doesn't move. He's just looking around, but he's still asleep. It's
Right.
the creepiest thing. Then after that, I'm shaking this cat. And then after that, he starts hissing like crazy and swiping the air, and I guess he had just like came to.
Right.
And man, I thought that my cat had died.
Dude.
And that it might have came back to life for a second.
I was gonna say,
or
you
had
brought
like
it
a
back.
death rattle, maybe.
Your cat was lucid dreaming.
That's what it was.
As fuck. Like, out.
It was out.
It was
and
like
then,
outer body experience.
This can
cat
be
was
explained
almost
through
into
song.
cat heaven, and you brought it back and was pissed as fuck.
I was almost done with this shit.
What the fuck?
Well, but when it came to, it started scratching and swiping, and like it was on top of me, and I just could not get this cat off of me. It was like clinging
It's
on
called
to
revenge.
me. Man, it was so scary. And that's my story.
Died in your arms that night.
Perfect.
But that was bullshit. He was all right.
He wasn't dead. But yeah, it
He
scared
wasn't
me.
dead.
It scared me so bad. And that's my story to start off the night.
Oh, man.
I had to get it out there. I've never had that feeling.
No one can top that.
That's a scary cat. That's
I don't know. I saw a dog the other day at work I thought was dead.
Fair.
I work with dogs, so I mean...
What do you do for work?
I work installing invisible dog fences with my boy, Destin.
Are these like
Testament.
the ones that like you put the
Shout out
parameter
to-
up?
shout out
Yeah,
to
you
Testes.
put the shout out Testes, shout out to Caught Stealing.
What
Those are
up?
our boys. One
What's
life,
up?
one love, one cowpunk band.
Pete like a mug.
Pete like a mug. Yeah, it's the ones where you like I use a trencher for the most part, and like we're burying like 18 gauge like copper wire like 4 to 6 inches in the ground. And then you fit them with a little collar, and it does like the static correction.
Does it shock them?
The
Is
shit-
that
the
Yeah, I
shit
mean,
out of them.
eventually it starts off as a vibration. Like you can buy shit like that at like Lowe's or Home Depot, but it almost never works unless you've done like remote training with your dog. Like, like dudes who own like Vislas and healers who have hunting dogs and have done like field training with them and stuff, like they can train their own damn dogs. But like our selling point is like, we got to train it. Otherwise, it's just going to think it's the grass and shit by your door or not pay attention to it. Yeah. So
in other words, don't be a shitty dog owner.
Yeah. My first day at work, though, was on Halloween. And the first call we went to, unbeknownst to my partner, was to deal with domesticated timber wolves.
What? That's
on
not a
Halloween.
dog.
That's not a dog. No, it was.
that is not a dog.
They were goddamn wolves.
That's what they call
like
it.
like the lady comes out of the house. And like we've got the field turned all the way up, we got the collars turned all the way up, and like there's no breach in the line or anything, and they just won't stay in. And she comes out, and we like think she's like, "Do you need us to dart them so you can see the collars?" And we're like, "What?" She goes, "Or I mean, I could just give him some of this," and comes out with a bowl of some sort of concoction, and is just like, "We put in the food, knock him out, he'll be fine." And we thought she was kidding, and she like. Seriously, they like some Sarah Palin out of a helicopter shit dart their wolves.
Who domesticates timber wolves?
Nobody.
Crazy fucking people. But she was
you
like,
give it a shot.
The woman's chief concern was
9 times out of 10 is not a good idea.
much like East
It's
Somalian
still
ferrets. You can't tame them.
No, do not.
Western
import them.
Somalians are fine. They don't bite, but the Eastern ones, they're
Watch
mean.
You can't get it out of them.
No,
they're vicious.
But no, the woman's concern was like one of them had gotten out and killed the cat, and she's like, I mean, a cat is one thing, but if it gets out and kills a kid, my homeowner's insurance won't cover this.
Yeah.
You think?
And I was just like Dustin just
Get a better plan.
My partner just looks at her and is just like, it's not the homeowner's insurance you need to be worried about. You're going to prison if that happens.
Is this residential or is it?
They're kind of, I don't want to say where they live specifically, but boonies.
Okay.
Urban boonies.
All right. Because I'm thinking
urban boonies. Kind of.
When you said this story, I'm thinking in my head of like my neighborhood and like this bitch just got fucking timber wolves in her backyard.
No shit.
You're just chilling in the village and like somebody's got timber wolves.
Yeah.
Not
like,
a
what
dog.
does a timber wolf bark like?
That's a scary
I did not hear a bark. I don't think they bark. I think like
they. Right.
I think it's very much so.
It's a lot of eye contact.
I think it's very much so a real G's move in silence, like lasagna situation.
Crazy. That's fucking crazy. What's up with you?
What's up with you, girl?
Chris, how you been, man?
How you been, man?
I'm all right. Trying to smash.
You've been in the zone lately, man.
Hey, man, I'm ripping.
Chris, I'm really proud of you for what you did last night.
What happened last night?
You got drunk off of something you've been trying to get drunk off of forever.
You know, I didn't even mean to. I just got there and felt frisky and had a drink. Oh, the bourbon and cherry Coke.
Oh, where did you get cherry Coke at a bar?
Well, I just had him pour the cherry juice.
He made his own.
I made my own. And put some cherries in there.
Okay.
And I was just gonna get a normal one, but Henri doubled me up.
Are they gonna refer to that? Are they gonna make that a house drink over there and refer to it as the
CBD.
bong rip or the CBD?
I don't know. Probably
CBD.
not any of that.
I'm just gonna start
Nobody
requesting
really
a
wants
CBD.
to drink that.
I do.
But me.
I've offered millions of times, like cherry Coke and bourbon, us getting drunk, count me in.
Yeah, he threw it out there, and I was like, I'd do that.
Well, the reason why most bars don't have cherry Coke on tap, because it's an added.
Right.
Who's gonna? You'll order it.
Me, I'll do it once.
Or you can just make your own. You know.
I love cherry Coke, but I don't. When I go to the bar, I don't think about ordering a cherry Coke.
Even cherry Coke isn't an all the time drink. You know what I mean?
No.
What is the first thing you think of when you hear cherry Coke?
But like Dr. Pepper. I'm not a Dr. Pepper guy.
Eagles
of death metal.
I was thinking Savage Republic. Wait, Savage
Most
Garden.
Bars just have Coke.
Oh yeah, it's Savage Garden. That's right.
Savage Garden.
Here's the thing about Savage Garden.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was extremely intrigued by them because the name sounds awesome.
Savage Garden? Yeah.
Sounds like
Little mellow.
Death
But
metal.
I was still into it. Right. Yeah. Savage Garden. That sounds cool.
They were Australian dance rock?
Yeah.
Like,
mellow.
black turtleneck wearing guys.
Romantic as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I want
Spelled
to
out.
stand by you.
Your dream, I'll be. Yeah. I mean,
Fantasy.
there you go.
I got you all day.
We finish each other's sentences.
We're adorable.
You guys are adorable, and you're in a band together now.
No.
Yeah.
Let's get this out of the way here.
Yeah.
Can we finally tell everybody that I'm in the band?
You're supposed to say that?
No. He's already played a show with us.
Okay.
It was fun. It was funny though because we just had
Baylor still got me on thin ice.
Well,
no, he tells me that.
Baylor's from Texas. His opinion doesn't count.
Oh.
I like Baylor.
Is this like an introductory
Shout out to
period?
Baylor.
Like
No, there is no introductory period. When Chris decided about the all-in bands, you ever had somebody like come into a band in media res, if you will, to use a literary term, where you're just like, why the fuck do you want to play with us? Yeah, that's Chris.
Okay.
Because for those of you who do not know Mr. Chris Vandyne by name, Chris, what hardcore bands were you in? Because I was trying to talk about your hardcore prowess the other night.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I was in She Was Beautiful, and then I was in Dead Last. And then me and Marcus had a band called Scavenger's Daughter. And I was in a band called The Dedication with Matt Hargis and Josh Kidd.
That sounds like a Christian band.
It wasn't.
Christians
in a band.
Christians in a band.
Yeah, that's a Christians in a band name.
And
so I mean, naturally, the religion's going to come through in the lyrics, but
that's
it's nothing intentional.
We don't curse. We stay
it's
positive.
mostly just Dead Last was the best one.
Was the best one?
Well, you were also in a pop punk band called Since We're All Here, which was pretty good.
Yeah, but that was way later.
Bass player was the weak link in that band.
Total
He
pussy.
did not. He didn't ask about what pop punk bands I was in.
That's true.
Well, because it's not a real genre.
Because
I
one,
answered I was answering a direct question.
Yeah, so
I was also in Since We're All Here. Way before any of these bands, I was in a pop punk band called the Mr. Shannons.
That's right.
That's such like a high school, like everyone has like a band name like that, you know, like.
Well, ours was named after a substitute teacher. He was the sweetest human being in the world, but he was also like 48, lived with his mom, and he was the security guard at OBU. I'm sorry. OBU was in Shawnee. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
He was the security guard at night there, and we fucked with him constantly. But he was a really shitty substitute teacher because he didn't know what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also the only substitute teacher that I've thrown a chair at.
Can I guess the physical features of this teacher?
You can go for it.
Was he obese?
No.
Skinny?
No. He was tall.
You're sucking it up.
He was tall.
Okay.
So like he had like chicken legs and then like kind of rounded out gut.
Like
and
a
then,
donut on
and
a
then
stick
went
or
skinny
something.
again.
I'm picturing the history teacher from Daria. Is that like possible? The dude who like had like the graying hair and would just be like, "What a brilliant observation!" and his right eye would pop out.
No,
his
I
head.
wasn't picturing
not like
that.
that at all.
Bigger though.
What kind
Balding?
of hair? What kind of hair was he
Balding.
sporting?
Salt and
He was
pepper.
balding, and he
Okay.
had the way over part. Or way
Oh.
over
The Homer Simpson?
Yeah, and he had glasses, kind of squinty eyes.
Okay. Mr. Shin.
He was a nice guy. I mean, he tolerated us fucking with him all the
Okay.
time, but he made me real mad one day. I threw a
And you
chair
threw a
at
chair at
him.
him.
You threw a chair at him.
Well, you got that Shawnee teenage angst. You know?
Okay, he was the substitute teacher during jazz band, but
You played the xylophone in jazz band.
absolutely, and
Did you really?
no,
Okay.
the drums and the wrestling team, their coach was gone, and the mat maids that were they all had thing together.
The
at the same
person
time.
who takes care of cleaning the
So
mats.
that what they did was they just shoved all of us together in the band room and made him watch us, which made me mad because I'm like, well, we don't really need our band director. We can go ahead and practice.
So wait, Mr. Shannon wasn't a teacher. He
was a substitute teacher. He'd go anywhere that he was needed to go.
But
and
how you know him?
Floater.
He watched your jazz band.
No, that day he was going to be the jazz band.
Did he have any musical background?
No.
It was like
he's just filling the seat.
He's just there to be someone watching kids so they don't fuck off.
He's watching the Throne for Jay-Z while he's out in New York.
I was a Choctaw Tacoma Park substitute teacher for 3 years. I'm very aware of what a substitute
Right,
does.
yeah. So
well, no, but you remember being in high school and how you had like those 2 or 3 like, man, this motherfucker is in here every fucking day.
Right, yeah.
He was one of those dudes.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's
Just like bouncing around from classroom to
yeah,
classroom.
yeah.
So I was mad because we could have practiced, but since we were stuck with the wrestling team and mat maids or cheerleaders or something. I don't remember who they were, but they were all in it, so we couldn't. He wouldn't let anybody practice.
Did you ditch?
No, I was just like pissed and being pissy, and the mat maids kept getting in the band closet and fucking with like all the
Gear?
Yeah, like the swords and the flags and shit that the girls use. I don't know what they're called either. Man, I've been out of high school for a
Flags
minute.
and rifles.
Color guard.
Yeah,
Color
color guard.
guard.
Yeah.
And
Hot girls in color.
oh, that was
guard.
the best.
Were they hot?
No, that was
not
a joke.
at all.
Right.
No offense to the girls who were in color guard.
No,
Now, man, don't
Do
get me
you?
wrong. I know some girls who were in color guard who turned out to be very, very
Sure.
good-looking
Well,
women.
color guard was
No
always like
self-esteem,
the
do that.
girls who didn't make the pom
Yeah.
squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Palm Squad.
So what is
Second
that?
stringers.
I made that up too. I don't know.
No, Palm Squad's a real thing. There was color guard, Palm, and then there was cheer.
And mat maids are the ones that slap the ground for wrestling,
They also cleaned the mats, which is a vital job to prevent staph.
which is not always possible.
To prevent stuff.
So anyway, we're all shoved in there, and they're fucking with shit, and it's making me mad.
Sure.
And so I keep telling him, "Hey, please tell them to not fuck with that stuff." He's like, it'll be all right. He's very unconfrontational. So I got mad as fuck. I'm like, seriously? And I just started throwing things.
Was this guy like a Milton?
I was like, I guess it won't be a big. I was mad, so I was like, I guess it won't be a big deal if I like knock this stand over. And I started shoving stands over, and I was like, I guess I'll throw this chair, and that's not a big deal, and I won't get in trouble for it since they can come in here and fuck shit up. And I was cussing a lot more than I did just then, but I was mad as fuck.
Did you get in trouble for that?
Absolutely not.
Really?
Mr. Shannon didn't.
He was a pussy.
He's like, Chris, calm down. It's okay.
Because normally when we get ISS for that, do you guys remember ISS?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
school-
went to ISS
Yeah.
once.
In school suspension.
At our
Yeah.
school, if you went to ISS, you'd go to the high school.
Yes.
But it kind of made you feel
We had
cool.
we had buildings outside.
At the same school,
Yeah.
though?
Yeah.
See, ours,
It was like a barn.
I went to ISS twice in junior high, but they would cart you to the high school. So you kind of felt cool because
Yeah,
you were
I went
around
to
hot
high
high
school.
school girls all day.
Am I
See,
the only one
I
that
was
didn't go to
just-
small town high school?
I'm
Or
Yeah, we
small
went to
town high
Choctaw and
Okay.
Shawnee. Yeah, so.
Okay.
most
we
of
were-
the teachers didn't realize I was making fun of them. I'm real witty, and it went over,
Humble brag.
it was over here. So I
Brag.
didn't do a whole lot of things that got me in trouble. I was just a smart ass,
Yeah.
Not much has
You're
changed.
A wordsmith.
if you will.
You could spin it. You could spin a yarn to where they don't know
I
they're
like to play with the words.
awesome.
So there's that.
Where did you go to high
I
school?
was an asshole.
I went to PC West, but it was
what?
my West Side 23rd and Overholser.
Nice.
Overhaul,
You British or British? What the fuck? What is wrong with my brain?
I don't know.
Is it Bostonian over there?
Yeah.
Overholsa.
Overholser. One Life, One Lake.
what?
What was the PC West? Was the Pirates?
Patriots.
Patriots.
Original was the Pirates.
Okay. I know there's
North
beef.
was the Panthers.
So PC had the West North original. Edmond has like 4 different schools.
Edmond had they've got 3. They've got Memorial,
Santa
which is
Fe.
original, Santa Fe and North.
but then there's the Bad Kids School, which was Boulevard.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, every district has alternative school. Like the bigger multi-school metro districts.
We didn't have one, right?
Yeah, we know we had the night school because we had a friend.
Oh my God!
Yeah, there was an evening school. We had a friend who shall remain nameless, but dropped out of high school to go to, I think it was called CATS, like CATS, and it was a night school.
Yeah.
And I remember he'd come, like, 'cause we were pretty good buddies. He'd be like, "Man, dropping out of school is the best thing I ever did." He's like, "All the girls in the night school are super easy." And I was like, "Whoa!" Like, I was a virgin,
Dude,
so I was just like,
priorities.
I want to drop out of school too, Dad."
I picked the wrong time to take a sip out of my beautiful Anthem OK Pilsner.
You're wasting that OK pills.
I didn't spit. I pulled my shit together. Immediately when you said night school, though, my mind went to like a bunch of greasy ass high school kids in a night court-esque situation.
And it's like in like some 80s font.
Classic.
Like,
night
why
school.
has that never been a TV show?
And the teacher-
Night school.
I think it's been a porn. porno.
Teacher, with some woman who looks suspiciously like Michelle Pfeiffer in Dangerous Minds starring in it.
No. Turns the chair around backwards, but her pussy's hanging out. Somebody just grabs her by it. It's great.
And instead of saying like you can get this or you cannot get this, she's just like grabbing it and saying you can hit this or you cannot hit this.
Dude, this is right in itself.
And that's how Robbie and I made our millions.
You're gonna make millions off of that shit.
By a 20-year-old movie plot. That's a terrible porno.
I bet Night School had a lot of starter jackets.
Well, I actually went and picked him up from Night School once, and all of these easy babes were like 40. Haggard, methy, scabs on the face. Like, you can have them. You can have them.
He wasn't at Night School. He was getting his GED at
from that day on.
Exactly. Yeah. I fucking, was it?
My grade point average
valedictorian.
Rose.
Yeah.
I was valedictorian of Night School.
I could build a whole car by myself.
Graduated with honors at Night School.
Hey, nothing wrong with going to Francis Tuttle. Had I been smart and realized that I was gonna wind up knowing how to drive any kind of forklift I want to drive by the age of 26, I would have gone to Francis Tuttle and learned a fucking skill.
I agree, because I had the conservative family guilt of like, all right, as soon as you're done with high school, you got to go to college. And that was like the worst thing I could have done because
Absolutely.
I didn't want to. So I fucked around and I wasted so much time and so much money and ended up finishing school when I was 34 years old. It's
that
like,
gives me
man,
so much hope.
I did do it.
That gives me so much hope. I did 3 semesters on a full ride to NEO. Took out a $2,000 student loan, spent that $2,000 loan entirely on cocaine, and dropped out after semester 3.
That's not what it was for, Matt. That's not what it was for.
It's paid off.
It was at the time.
It's
I was gonna say, like, all right. You're paying interest on coke.
I paid that shit off quickly because once mom and dad found out.
Yeah,
we have a song about that, and I was drunk at our 3rd or 4th show at Speakeasy and wasn't really thinking about the fact that my parents were at this show and said it. My dad's just kind of like, yep, that'll happen. And my mom's just like, what the
cry?
fuck?
I just imagine her crying.
She didn't cry because she was a couple of gin and tonics in.
But she wanted to.
She's crying inside.
No. If she was sober, she would have wanted to cry. Since she was a little bit buzzy, I'm pretty sure she wanted to fuck me up.
I thought about that a lot, like the graduating or getting out of high school. And yeah, going to a fucking trade school would have been a smart thing to do. It's something they don't really tell kids. It's like that Louis C.K. bit of like technical school where like, you know, you could be anything. We got you down to 5 things. Right. And that really is it. Like, I would love to learn. I would love to work on a car or like fix motorcycles or heating and air conditioning. Yeah. Like,
HVAC dudes are sketchy. I've worked in a lot of different industries, and HVAC dudes. But
you're learning a trade, you know?
Yeah, but you
have a skill.
What I am saying is, if there are any
learning is just good all around.
I mean, I agree with that. I agree
Knowledge
with that.
is power.
But having worked in apartment building stuff, if there are any 16 to 17-year-old boys listening to this, or girls, I'm not trying to limit anybody.
The name
don't go into HVAC work because those people fucking suck.
No offense to our HVAC
I heard they
listeners.
like a little of the nose candy too.
I mean, they can afford. There's good money in it. I'm sure that I would be more able to afford any drug of my choice. I don't do drugs anymore because I'm not good at doing them. But
me either.
They're not fun.
Well, because you're straight edge, one life, one choice.
Oh, that's not true.
You are not straight edge.
No, I'm not. No one should say that ever.
But anyway, I guess I'll loop back now to your original question before we went into night school.
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
So we had our now former bass player, Joe Payne.
Shout out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe. One Life, One Joe.
I know he's listening.
Yeah, he will. Joe will definitely listen to this.
Joe, I'm going to call you JP from now on just because I want to.
JP.
That makes me uneasy. There's a guy named JP that I hate.
I fucking hate that guy.
I hate him.
But not this JP.
Not Joe Payne. I love Joe Payne.
Joe Payne.
I know no JPs.
He got an offer from Andy Loper at Black on My Black. Black on My Black.
Black on My cock.
That's what it is. That's how I like my porn.
On Black on My Back. To go out with
dudes,
an EDM guy named Liquid Stranger and run their merchandise for 3 months. And was like, hey, I'm going to go do this. And we were like, okay, cool, man. Yeah, we weren't planning on really playing too many shows. got an offer to do Don't Make Ghosts EP release with Black Canyon, and that was kind of a thing that all three bands had been like, God, we really, since Don't Make Ghosts had started about a year in, they were about a year in at this point, and we hadn't had a chance to play a show with them, and Black Canyon has been like a big brother band to us. That's a whole different come up thing, but they gave us a lot of chances when we first started playing. We had wanted to do that ever since Black Canyon had gotten back together, and it just never happened. We were like, well, shit. We don't have a bass player. And we were just kind of like, fuck it. Because when Baylor and I first started playing, I was just playing acoustic guitar.
That's the first time I saw y'all.
Yeah. And
acoustic and drums.
And so we were just kind of like, man, it's been over a year since we've done this. Let's just fucking do it. And so we did it, and we were just like, shit, man, that was a lot of fun, and we didn't know why we had so much fun. It was a good show. It was different. It was change pace. It was up there with one of the better shows we had played up until that point, and then Chris just fucked everything up by playing with us on this last show.
Yeah.
But in a good way. But so we were just kind of like, and we got to talking one night. I don't even know how it really came up, but it was just kind of like, what could we do to make the band better? What could we do to make things feel good? And somehow we decided
to ruin it.
No. I doubt that.
Somehow we decided that like maybe me having the option of going back and playing acoustic guitar sometimes would be good, and that we wanted to add a fourth member. And Baylor's just kind of like, man, I've been really wanting to play guitar. He's like, okay. And it was like, he's like, you'd probably find a better drummer. And he's a good drummer. He's a solid drummer, but
right.
Baylor's a substantially better guitar player than I am, and a substantially better guitar player than he is a drummer. Especially for the kind of music we play. He plays in another band called Clams, which he's like perfect for to play drums. It's really drivey, kind of garage punk, bluesy stuff. But so he was just like, what do you think about that? I was like, yes, I'll call Chris Vandyne. And texted Chris Vandyne almost immediately and was like, dude, you want to be in? And he's just like, yeah, let me think about, yes. And jumps at it. And so,
well, because at that time Chris had been going to a lot of the shows, been getting into your shit,
and he and he and I have only been friends for about a year.
20 actually today
Chris and I met today.
So you're Matt Jewett.
He's actually Skyped into every practice and the one show he's played. Are you actually going to play the show next week live, or are you going to Skype into that one?
Yeah,
the holograms are cool now.
With your band, the Weak Boys, Josh.
Oh yeah, we do have that show.
Are we going to practice?
Well, this episode's going to come
Probably
out.
not.
This episode will come out after that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So great show, guys.
Well, damn, I was going to try and promote that.
I didn't mess up.
We were
gonna, but we've
That's
got
okay.
caught up with the holidays.
You should have already done it, so it's not a big deal.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
We've already done it.
You're the one
It
who
was the
runs
best
this
show
bitch.
anybody ever played. It put Freddie Mercury to shame, and it was very successful, and everybody made tons of money.
Well, it's a house show. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
It's a house show?
It is a house show, and there are, from what I have what intelligence I have gathered, there are going to be a shitload of like our age, me being like the youngest of what could be considered kind of our age bracket, the over 25 group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you squeezed in there.
I squeezed in there. Suicide squeeze dog baseball. Chris did like the little like shake firework thing with his hands right there, and
I did that.
It tickled my goose. But anyway, so Chris decided, we're doing that, and apparently there are gonna be a bunch of over 25 people at the show, and I think it's hilarious, and I'm gonna drink nothing but 40s.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
it was a good time. I drank a lot of 40s, drank a little lean, listened to a little White Iverson.
Lean,
it was good. Lean. That's what cough syrup is called, dude. Come on, get with.
Did you know Robbie's looking at me like I'm like
yeah. Everybody at this,
even prescribed.
Even the straight edge dude is looking at you like, you fucking moron. You don't know codeine's called lean.
I don't.
Come on, dude.
I did not know that.
Do we know the origin? Do we know why it's called that? Because it makes you lean.
Because kids are stupid.
Because
does it make you lean against the wall?
Most likely.
That actually is probably
100%.
I mean, we could Google it, figure it out. Right into boys. Is it boys podcast at AOL.com?
It is.
All right,
you got it.
So anyway, he joins the band. We play the best show we've ever played. And afterwards, Joe gets home and wanted to just keep touring in more of a merch guy. Mm-hmm. He's got a band called Life Lessons that he's really close with. And those dudes are from here in Oklahoma City, and they're kind of starting to catch a little bit more success.
They're got signed, right? Or
they haven't been signed. They're about to go on a pretty big tour. there's like some cursory stuff I know, but I'm not super close with those dudes. And I know them, but I'm not comfortable.
Disgusting.
So I need to keep their names out my mouth.
Sure, keep the names out of your goddamn mouth.
Yeah, but I mean, they're
rumors.
I think you could say that those dudes are on a come up, and that things are looking very bright for them, and they're all very talented dudes and very deserving of that. And he's worked with those dudes for a long time, and I think that's something that they want to continue to do. And so the three of us kind of wanted.
So he quit.
He did quit the band. The three of us want to be on the road if we're in a band.
Right.
He wants to be on the road no matter what the hell he's doing.
Right.
And he's really good at a lot of that stuff.
And he's young as fuck.
He's young as fuck. He's only 23. Yeah. I'm 26, which 23 to 26, not a huge age gap, but there's a lot of changing though.
But we still love him. We still love him.
It was very amicable.
Yeah.
It was a good split. He is still very supportive of the band. We were totally 110% supportive of what.
So how are you guys going to do this show on?
It's Joe's last show with us.
Okay, so
and that's kind of why we're playing it.
It was great.
It was great. It was Joe's last show.
Great show.
Thank you.
He played bass solos that I had never heard him play. They were fantastic.
Furious.
That 10-minute drum solo was
furious.
Amazing.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
The whole thing underwater, God.
You
awesome.
like that?
I did.
Because I practiced it. I didn't know about it. You know what
made
I mean?
your little twig and berries look nice and large and gorged?
Thank you.
I mean, the problem is, though, is that we spent, for that water trick, we spent all the money that we had to record a record on a dunk tank. So record 10 will be coming 2018.
Yeah, definitely.
But now you have a dunk tank.
We just rented it. We didn't buy it.
Yeah, we couldn't afford that shit.
Are you fucking kidding me? Who do I look like, Hobo the Clown?
That's a one-shot thing, man.
But yeah.
I thought there'd be more people there. Sell some merch? No. Nothing. Sold nothing.
But yeah, so Chris is in the band. Joe is out, and we are right now I'm finishing up writing our first full-length record and then taking it to the rest of the guys when we finally decide to practice.
Now, is that how it goes?
Yeah, I mean, more or less. It kind of, I guess Chris hasn't been around for any of the writing. I'll more or less have a very loose skeleton of a song that is definitely open to being changed. And the way it's previously worked is Baylor's always kind of been like, all right, hey, you've got this like chord progression that you're doing. Why don't we do one more of these or two more of these? But I'd say it's about like, the way it's previously been has been about 90 me, 10 Baylor, kind of more or less in a producer role. Like, hey, try this, try that. And then we kind of get our finished product. But like, as far as chord selections, lyrics, melody, that's all me. And then Baylor has helped me structure stuff out, and that Chris will also do that in the future if he wants to. I'm just gonna barely even show up to shows.
Yeah. I'm gonna show up, look beautiful.
That's what I'm gonna do.
He's the best looking dude in the band, and he wears the best black shorts. Also, Chris does this thing that I can't describe that was pointed out to me in between songs when Baylor and I were
dicking around
arguing with each other, which is what we do on stage.
It's beautiful.
Where Chris kind of just puts his elbow on the rim of his snare drum, puts his palm under his chin, and just kind of sits there, twirls a stick in his left hand, and looks bored as fuck. Like, hey guys, are we gonna play another fucking song?
Okay.
Oh, that's a classic Chris move. He does that quite a bit.
Yeah, and I like to talk a lot, and so
I'm
Chris
fine with it. It gives me time to breathe.
Well, Glad gives one of us time to breathe because you smoke on stage.
Yeah, when I can.
Yeah, so
I did at the Blue Note.
Man, fuck you guys. You and Baylor get to smoke. I have to be like singing or talking the entire time. I'm like, it's been 30 minutes and I haven't had a goddamn cigarette.
Hey, man, take a break. Smoke
Kurt Cobain it, smoke it, and then put it in your headstock.
Oh, that's a classic move.
Yeah. Who the fuck am I? The Kings of Leon?
Could do that shit, man. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, man, they
Keith
got
Richards
money.
Or something.
They got money. Keith Richards.
I think the first time I ever saw anybody do that was when I saw Kings of Leon play at the Diamond Ballroom when I was like a sophomore in high school.
Because you're a child.
Stevie Ray Vaughan used to
I am a child. You are correct.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me ask this. Where did the name come from? Is it because you talk too much?
It is. It's actually, so we went through several names and they have all been varying degrees of stupid. I think we could all agree. I don't know. There's some debate whether the last name or this name is dumber.
What was the last name?
The last name is Shut Up Matt Jewett.
Is there going to be a new name?
No. Like the last name, like this current name.
Okay, gotcha.
There's a 3 list. It was Matt Jewett and the Rowdy Dow.
Okay.
Which is fucking dumb.
What's a rowdy dow?
It is a loud and boisterous noise, which was not my thing, but Baylor really liked it, and he just wanted to be referred to as the Rowdy Dow.
Okay.
And we had to come up with a name on short notice because the band, I had booked a solo show like in September of 2012, and Baylor's just like, I'm playing drums for you. And I'm like, okay. And so we had to come up with a name, and that was the name, and then that name stuck. And I was like, this name's fucking dumb. And so I was like, Matt Jewett and his War on Everything. But then that was too fucking wordy. And then I had just moved back to Oklahoma City from Tulsa and I'd gotten out of a 5-year relationship. And,
sorry, this group chat is just blowing up hardcore. You heard it here first, kids.
I've got it on Do Not Disturb.
I got it on Never Was Invited, so you got one on me.
Oh, listen.
Happily Uninvited. That's my band name.
Happily Uninvited.
Robbie Ray and the Happily Uninvited.
I didn't ask to be in this group chat, but I'm blessed up for being in this.
It's the greatest group chat of all time.
It's the greatest group chat of all times. Sasha and Malia love it. They think it's great.
Listen,
I think it's funny that they know we're doing this and they won't shut the fuck up.
But anyway, so I moved back to Oklahoma City and had just gotten out of a 5-year relationship and was on kind of a, oh shit, I'm single for the first time in my adult life. I'm gonna go on a crazy fucking bender and be as obnoxious as possible. Yeah. And so it just came a thing where like people, Jackie Jones, Jenny Kress, Baylor's wife Harmony, just started, I don't know who started it, but they started calling me a virgin, and it turned into a hashtag on Twitter.
Ouch.
Called, or not Twitter, Instagram, hashtag Matt Jewett is a virgin.
Were you a virgin?
No, okay. I was not a virgin.
That would make it even more hurtful because you've penetrated a vagina.
What's wrong with being a virgin?
Okay, Chris.
Nothing. Not knowing
I'll lose it when I'm ready. All right?
And when you lose it, I will buy you your first Barry White record.
Is that a joke? Was that a joke?
Yeah.
Because no one laughed.
I thought you were going to say buy you a bottle of Knott's.
But so
I was thinking
jelly.
What's that shitty wine cooler they sell at like
Boone's Farm?
Boone's Farm. That's not a wine cooler. That's an actual wine.
You know what you should buy me whenever I lose my virginity is a boys t-shirt from the Boys Podcast.
Oh,
because those are crisp.
Shameless plug.
Those are crisp.
Oh, man, we only got a few left.
Throw in a sticker if you could.
I'll try.
They started telling me to shut up. They started doing Shut Up Matt Jewett along with Matt Jewett as a Virgin. And then one day I just got in my car, pulled up my Facebook, and saw a shitload of likes on the page because Baylor had just changed the name to Shut Up Matt Jewett. So I didn't really have a call.
The legend was born.
It stuck, the myth, the douche, the legend.
Well, now I'm waiting for the song Matt Jewett is a Virgin.
Yeah, probably not going to happen.
Or is a virgin.
It's probably. Is that the name of the record? Is that our like Is a Boy tribute record? Is a Virgin?
Yes.
Ooh, I'm down.
I didn't even think about that.
I'll play the whole thing.
Didn't think about that.
Great band.
But yeah, well, no, but that's how like we can't write that song because it's like we've talked about with me being half Christian, but it's the top half because the bottom half has done stuff that'll get me smited.
So that's something that's came from the group chat is half Christian. He's half Christian and Jenny Kress is half Jewish. Who she can say she's half Jewish because she literally is like
literally
half Christian, kind of thing that Robbie.
So you're saying I'm not
about.
half Christian?
No, I'm saying there is a thing, but it's a word that I was going to bring up to Robbie.
It's the only thing you have to drink beer
because we serve. Yeah,
I got some ice water here.
Fuck off.
We have that Christian guilt of growing up in the Christian world, and when he described it as half Christian, I'm like that makes kind of sense. Like, I'm not saying I believe in anything, but I'm holding out hope that maybe, or like the dying days of like, okay, I'll take it. Chris, you grew up in the church as well, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would like to explain why I use that term because I do use that term about myself. It's because I'm very like I grew up Episcopalian, which is like Church of England, not in England. Mm-hmm. First Protestant church. You're welcome. Baptists, not for us. Wouldn't have been any of you.
Is that speaking in tongues stuff?
No, that's not speaking in tongues stuff. That is what the Church of England came over. Church of England, like Henry VIII, wanted to.
Oh, the boring stuff.
He wanted to keep killing the babies, and the Pope was like, nah. So he's like, fuck you. I'm forming the Anglican Church. So like, it's very cultural.
Because fuck the kids.
And it's high church. It's cultural, and it's not very dogmatic. And so there's a cultural side and a religious side. Mm-hmm. And I am still very culturally Episcopalian, like, but not. I don't buy that narrative.
What are the benefits of being culturally Episcopalian?
You know a lot of lawyers.
Oh, okay.
When you get a woman potentially pregnant, you can get apprised of your rights very quickly. For free. Pro bono legal work. That's why everybody should be Episcopalian for pro bono legal work.
Pro boner.
So what you're saying is you could
stop boner shaming me.
Well, I mean, I didn't know you were gonna have it out the whole time.
It needs to breathe.
What you're saying is you can drop your seed, you can spill seed in any vagina at will.
Sure.
And then be like, not my problem because I'm half Episcopalian?
I didn't say not my problem. I just said I ended up in a situation that was a little bit in over my head and got some pro bono legal work.
You could just not have sex.
Is there a baby Jewett out there?
There's no baby Jewett.
Okay.
Sounds like a baby first. Yeah. This is a legally binding recording, by the way.
Fuck, I knew Rico was going to catch me.
Yeah.
No, that's I'll tell that story after we're done.
Sure, why not?
It's a
doozy. It's a doozy.
Or not.
There could be some liable charges.
Or just don't have to do that.
Yeah. At all. You don't want to hear that story. Well, Chris, fuck you.
So, okay, I want to change the subject a little bit here
do that.
before we get sued by some angry woman and her child.
Hey, or man, gender's dead.
Make it fun. Make it a fun one.
All right, here's a fun question.
Okay. I'm not really a virgin.
Well, guys, it's been fun. boyspodcast.com. And 2017 is approaching for a lot of people. 2016 has been a pretty shitty year.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
What's I'm not a big resolution guy. If this is going out to the group chat, I'd like to say fuck all of you and please put your phone down. You're ruining the show. Anyways,
I just want you to know that I've been in solidarity with you and my phone is remaining in my pocket.
You are.
I did it once.
Why don't y'all trade spots?
I did it once.
All jokes aside here.
Sure.
It's a serious podcast.
I'm being really...
I'm not a big...
All kidding a salad.
All kidding a salad?
It's a thing.
Okay. Is that a group text thing?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
What kind of dressing do you like?
How about we let Robbie ask his goddamn question?
No, I mean, it's not like
French.
I'm trying to do a podcast here or anything, guys. Come on.
Someone needs to focus.
I'm sorry we're horrible guests.
We're never going to get back on.
I'm not a big New Year's resolution type of guy.
Sure.
No. But are you guys? That's what I wanted to ask. What's
first?
new for 2017,
I had never made one before last year, and mine was actually kind of a sarcastic New Year's resolution.
May I ask what it is?
I decided I was going to be nicer to someone.
A singular person.
Okay. A singular person. And I actually did act when I made that New Year's resolution. I was actually a lot nicer to him this year.
I think it's because you specified it.
He let me in the band.
Yeah. It's not like a lot of people do the generic, I want to lose weight this year. I want to do this year.
Right.
Like, I'm doing something that's specifically shitty to one person. I'm going to stop doing that.
Yeah, that's a good
You're putting yourself on check. Like, I have to do that one thing.
I wouldn't even say that was shitty to this person, but like I tend to tease and rib pretty hard as like a way that I show affection, and sometimes I think I'm a little tone deaf and go a little overkill with it. Right. And so this person who I actually like genuinely liked and shared a lot of mutual friends with thought I like fucking hated his guts.
It's because he's a pussy.
And so I kind of made the joke to him. He's not a pussy. He's actually very nice.
No, he's a wonderful person.
I'm right here, guys.
Don't even know who it is.
And so I told him, I said, you know what, man, my New Year's resolution is I'm going to be nicer to you this year.
You told him?
I straight up told him. I said, dude, I really like you. Like, I don't dislike you at all. And so I told him, I was like, my New Year's resolution is to be nicer to you. And I found myself being nicer to him all year. And we're actually like pretty decent friends now.
And it worked.
So wait, that was your...
It worked. That was my 2016.
So what do you do for 2017?
I've got two.
Ooh, doubling up.
Either celibacy.
Wow.
Or worry less and enjoy my friends more.
I'll take the second one, man. You gotta get that dick wet.
That is absolutely not true.
I have a beautiful girlfriend though. Her name is my right hand.
Ooh,
that's good.
That's a long name.
It's a weird name.
She foreign?
It's weird.
My right hand. Is she Chinese? That's why I sit here, guys.
I'm not
Chris,
gonna laugh
do you have any?
oh yeah, no.
Not a believer in that, huh?
I don't.
He's straight edge. What does he have to resolve for?
Yeah. Sure. I'm gonna drink less.
Well, less drink.
I'm gonna drink less more.
No, I don't think anybody is stupid for having that or doing that. No. I just think it's dumb.
I feel you.
I feel like if I'm gonna to stop doing something, I'll stop
doing it.
I don't need to like wait till the year starts over.
Well, we're doing one, and it's not just because it's a new. I guess it's kind of like you can put a timestamp on it. We're just not going to buy anything new in the year 2017.
Now you
guys have been doing this for years, though.
Yeah.
Like since I've met you, you guys have slowly like gotten rid of shit and just like been very.
You guys live
minimalist.
Pretty minimal.
Especially for that big ass house you just moved into.
I know.
Yeah.
We don't have
all the money's going to the mortgage.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
All the money's going to my nose, my coke habit, right? No, we just like. there's so much waste in the world.
It's true. You don't need it.
Don't need all that shit.
I have a lot of shit.
If there's anything we absolutely need to have, either find it secondhand, find it used.
Right.
But you don't really, once you get down to it, you don't really, because we made a list of like, what are we actually going to need?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Look, stuff is cool.
Yeah, stuff is cool, but you don't need it.
It's not, yeah.
Now, like groceries and shit, you're going to have to buy that.
Sure.
You need food, yeah.
I also you can buy cabbage used.
I wanted to, used cabbage? That used cabbage shop.
You know about that?
I thought you said, I thought you said cabbage used, and I was like, what's cabbage used?
Jewish cabbage.
Yeah,
It's kosher. It's the only kosher
cabbage that the price has been lowered a little bit.
They argued a little bit first.
Damn.
I went there.
Yeah,
Everybody else is doing it.
I have a friend, she's half Jewish. It's okay.
which half?
No.
Is she hot?
Hopefully the bottom half.
I don't know. Is she?
Chris, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you text her again?
I haven't talked to her once. She's the only one who's not being rude.
It's with products, not buying new products, but food, you have to buy food. So I also kind of want to do like, try to source as much food locally as I can. Like get milk from like a local farmer, or get meat if Diane eats meat.
My father can give you much advice on that.
Could just not get milk because you don't need it.
I don't drink milk.
I know.
Are you vegetarian too?
He's vegan.
No. Are you vegan?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Militant.
No. Here's
Militant?
the thing. Here's the thing.
I eat like a 15-year-old stoner. I'm not saying that I do this because I'm not healthy. I don't give a fuck about my own personal health or anybody else's. You guys do what you want. I care about the fact that nothing should die because I'm a piece of shit asshole.
Okay.
So I do not eat healthy, but I am vegan as fuck.
What's your give me the Chris Vandyne top 5 meals as a vegan?
I don't even know if I have a top 5.
Give me a top 3.
I have a question.
That was 4.
I have a question.
That was 4.
The middle finger was. Sorry.
Quick question: there's a place where you consistently like to eat French fries, where I've been told that the grease is cross-contaminated.
Okay, here's
the thing.
A vegan? At the Speakeasy, when she cleans,
no free advertising.
We're going to get a shout out to Speakeasy. It's the best bar in town. 51st Speakeasy.
And they're dirty fryers. Thanks, baby.
If you get the fries when she first has cleaned the grill the next day, they're good. They're good. But a day or two later, or even later that evening after they fried stuff in there.
Fried some chicken.
But if I'm really hungry at work, I'm going to eat some fucking French fries. It's not a big deal.
Not
okay?
a big deal.
I can't. I'm not that nicky picky. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I shit my brains out in 20 minutes, but I mean, whatever.
I could swear you were going to say, I'm not that Nicki Minaj.
You like
I'm
that?
not that Nicki Minaj.
You know what I mean? He is that Nicki Minaj, though. On our rider, it consistently says somebody has to eat his ass like a cupcake.
I mean, my booty big, but it ain't like that.
Is that a Nicki Minaj lyric?
Yeah, it is. Eat my ass like a cupcake.
Okay, that's like the third thing I've said today that sounds so dad. Like, I don't know shit.
Today on this fucking podcast.
Enough with the eating ass.
It's everywhere.
God.
Ronnie and I talked about that.
You can't not eat an ass these days.
Okay, is it really? Okay, Matt, you're
throw
a kid.
a stone. There's somebody eating ass.
Yeah.
I'm a child. I'm barely legal.
Are the kids really eating ass? Is that a thing?
I am.
Okay.
I don't have sex. I don't know.
Would you eat an ass?
Absolutely.
Okay. Chris and I have talked at nauseum about this.
Ass nauseum.
It's the name of the new record.
Okay, while I'm hungry still.
Yeah.
Let's go back to these meals.
I like
1, ass. 2,
ass. 2, booty. 3, asshole. Ass crack.
And
oh my god!
I don't eat pussy though. It's gross.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh my gosh! Mostly all of that. That's pretty much what I eat on a daily basis.
Ass and fries.
I don't eat the ass of anything that lives.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I know you're a big
pork butt.
I don't Thai House too. Shout out Thai House too.
Yeah, like shout out to Thai House too. They're delicious. I like that. I don't eat a lot. I only eat because I have to or it shuts down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not a big foodie, whatever the fuck that shit means. I don't
He eats like once a week.
Maybe.
I see him predominantly eat
ass.
It's mine because I have a mirror. I have a mirror in my bedroom.
I like the smoked turkey fake meat that tofu has, or not tofu, but tofurkey does.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I get like
grilled, not cheese.
Those what brand is that does the Chipotle hot dogs?
Oh shit!
Yeah, Field roast. Those are fucking sick.
All right,
I like those.
I took my man over.
I like the tofurkey pizzas better than the Daya pizzas.
Daya pizzas. Yeah.
Whatever, Daya. Fuck you.
It's all ass to me.
Well,
Right.
I took you on a little date. We went
to Loaded Bowl. Shout out to Loaded Bowl.
Place is fucking
best
great.
local vegan, only vegan,
only vegan restaurant,
all vegan restaurant, and they are fucking delicious.
Chris built most of the benches in that restaurant.
Not most, all.
Damn.
I did that.
I wasn't trying to short B Sharp.
Oh, I did trade school.
Yeah, Chris is the guest on the podcast that's been through trade school. To double back.
He went to Metro Tech for eating
He's
ass.
a trade barback by profession.
By profession, I'm a
He had to
barback.
get his taxes in line, but he's licensed and bonded now.
You know me. I got a liquor license. What?
Nice.
A lick her license.
Lick her ass license. Or his ass.
There is going to be so much editing done to this podcast.
No, the beauty is there will be none. There will be zero.
Zero editing.
The least editing of all time. Eat my ass.
And I make a calzone.
Grab him
I
while
make
he's
a
eating ass.
calzone that's really good.
What do you,
Alright.
So you don't use an egg wash on that, though? What do you do?
What?
Well, normally to make a calzone, you have to put like an egg
Oh,
wash.
he doesn't do that. He just cooks the fucking shit and eats it.
Yeah,
So
I
just
mean, I
bread.
make the dough,
Yeah.
and then
Who's he trying to impress? His dog?
My dog loves me. I don't have to.
He
try.
does, exactly. So you don't need a fucking egg
But
wash on your fucking calzone.
Whenever I want a calzone, I have to make it. So
That's good. That's good.
I'm curious about this.
Sure.
Being vegan.
What about it?
okay, so we have a vegetarian,
Yes.
vegan,
Uh-huh.
few ass eaters at the table.
Which is not vegan. What's that vegan?
Absolutely.
No, Chris and I
vegan.
have discussed it. It's
100%
vegan.
100% vegan.
But there's no calories in ass.
no.
So
No, yeah.
is true.
You keep that figure.
wow. How
Eat
hard
it all
is it?
day, never gain a pound.
How hard is it to be vegan though? Especially
It's
here
as
in
hard
Oklahoma.
it's as hard as you make it. This is what I just said. I don't eat healthy, so
Okay,
it's real
okay.
easy for me.
Okay.
There's a lot of frozen
But
foods that
also-
are vegan.
Yeah, that's true. But also, like, people always throw up it costs more. No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't.
If you go, if you're buying,
you
if
a
you're
vegan? Do
shopping,
you know?
if you're shopping at Whole Foods,
No, but I eat the ass
or
of a
something
vegan.
like that. Like
Not anymore,
it's-
but did.
it's the same. You're just
Mhm.
buying something different. You're buying
Yeah.
the same amount of
Right,
shit.
right.
You're just buying a different thing.
It's just not something dead.
Yeah, I mean, like fake cheese is a little bit more. Actually, it's not. If you want like good cheese, like if you're not buying like always say bullshit
like
cheese,
$3.
Yeah.
$4.
it's not
For
bad.
how much weight we talking? Quarter pound, half pound, full pound, 3/4 pound?
What are you fucking
Talking about weed.
When you're
auctioneer over here?
Sold. Cheese.
Sold to the guy that eats ass in the back. All right.
That ass eater with his hand up.
The picture for this episode is just going to be an ass.
with my face and Chris's face superimposed
No,
with
an
tongues out.
like a skull and crossbones, but an ass with like a fork and a knife.
that sounds like
That's perfect.
that sounds like somebody's new drum head.
That's also
Badass, to
It's
be
also the
honest.
cover of our new album.
It's also we're burning all of our merchandise after this, and that's going to be the only merchandise we ever sell. It's going to look like Frank Turner, England Eat My Bones.
So you have the show that you just played. It was great.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
It was
I had a really good
fantastic.
time.
What's next though?
Yeah, what's on the horizon for
you said
Shut
you
Up
said
Matt
new
Jewett?
songs, maybe an album coming.
Trying to write.
No, maybe.
Well, of course,
there
of
is
course.
there is an album coming.
Album's
Matter
coming.
of time. Got to get that ass out of your mouth.
Shit's gonna drop. You know?
Shit's gonna
It's gonna
drop.
be mad fire.
All right. You playing some bass on that album like that?
I'm bored.
All right, cool. Yeah.
No, yeah, we're gonna record and we're gonna write.
Yeah,
and-
we're gonna make a record. The guy that we record with is a guy named Kendall Stevens.
Well, what? Shout out to
at
Kendall.
Red Audio Works here in Oklahoma City. He's currently moving studios right now, and so we're waiting for him to kind of get wrapped up, get the songs kind of run through. The three of us, we're gonna.
Oh, we definitely have to practice those songs before we record.
Yes, no, we will. But so the
beneficial.
three of us are gonna do it. Baylor and I are gonna split bass duties, or one of us will just play all the bass. And then we'll kind of worry about.
Are
Do we
we all
can-
about the bass though?
That's my girl, man.
Okay, I don't know.
Anyway, as
that's
I
my
was
last
saying,
one.
she
Is
is
it
my
your-
girl. She
is
is
it
my
your-
girl. Megan Trainor's hot.
Is it
I'm
your
gonna
best
say it.
girl?
I'd eat that ass.
Right?
Continue though. You're working in the studio. You're gonna get it out.
It's a big ass D.
Do you have a ETA?
Lot there?
Buffet.
No ETA. We're gonna try and con somebody into putting it out for us.
That'd be awesome.
It would be very awesome. So
you guys want to put it up?
I make no guarantee. Yeah, boys record label. You guys trying to do that shit?
You guys trying to like?
I'm gonna need a
venture
front
out?
of
Yeah.
1997 Ford Econo line, 3
We need a new dunk tank.
24 3 24-packs of Nestle bottled water, 1 dunk tank, and 600 CDRs. See you at the end of tour.
And a big ass.
And a big ass to eat.
Gotta eat.
Nah, it's okay. I'll find the big bootied white woman. Don't you worry.
Cool. So we'll drop a song off of your latest record.
I'm not on that, but it's really good.
He's not on there.
It's better now, though.
What song you gonna play?
What do you want us to play?
I like them all.
Name a song. Come on. Hit me.
It's not that I hate you, it's just I want you to die.
That's the easiest.
That's the hit.
It's the hit.
I want to stab hypodermic needles into the sides of your neck. I think you might be the least useful person that I've ever met. It's like you woke up one day and said, I don't want to feel no more pain. Got an epidural, came out screaming, fuck the world. Middle fingers blazing, I need you to be out of my life. Fucking sick of seeing you and having to fight, and I mean that in the nicest of ways. We'll never be happy as long as you stay. It's not that I hate you, it's just that I want you to die.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. You just heard It's Not That I Hate You, It's Just That I Want You to Die by Shut Up Matt Jewett. You can hear that on shutupmattjewett.bandcamp.com.
Ooh, that was good.
Up high. Good job.
Nice.
That was like
Very nice.
70s New York smooth jazz radio as
Whoa.
fuck.
Hell yeah, man.
Fuck New York.
Hey, do we have any of those anthems left
We sure
in there?
do.
Did you hit me with the ride or die, bro?
Ooh. Getting brave.
I know.
Damn, the double IP.
Show's over.
I'm going hard.
I went for the. I went,
Wicked high.
Going
you know, I was
Wicked
trying to go
high.
in for another OK Pilsner, and I got the IPA, and actually,
It's pretty good.
I mean this
It tastes
genuinely.
like weed.
I am not saying this because they are your sponsor. Anthem is like bar none my favorite local brewery because I feel like they're the only brewery as a dude who is not just like how much hops can you give me. That they're not just like, all right, so we're gonna make a Pilsner. But we're going to see how much of this Pilsner taste we can erode by
Right.
putting as much fucking hops as possible on it.
Right.
I'm going to let you into some insider information here.
Oh, shit. Martha Stewart.
There has been talks
There has been talks.
of
Yes.
maybe
Boys beer.
uh-huh.
Fuck yeah.
Are you serious?
I drink it.
We talked about it.
Don't taste like ass.
You said you weren't going to do it anymore.
Whoops, I did it again.
Oh, you played with my heart.
You play with my ass.
You played with my ass.
All right.
Got
enough
lost in
of
the
that.
shame.
Jesus. All right, guys.
All right.
Enough
all
with the
right,
ass eating.
All right. So yeah, that was fun. We took a little break. Went pee-pee. Went poo-poo.
Smoking
Went
powder.
smoke.
Some of us smoked.
I jerked off.
The funny part is
the
Chris and I
Parliament.
only seldomly smoke weed, so we were smoking tobacco products. Because usually when you hear smoke, you're thinking that we're on that ganj trip.
Right. Not today, my friend.
Yeah, because that's what weed smokers call it, that ganj trip.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, why? How the fuck would you know, Mister? I don't know what lean is, Mister. I don't know a Nicki Minaj lyric.
Listen,
When I
because I'm 34 years old and I'm Fiona and I'm owning it. I'm owning 34.
You're
it
doing
sounded
great.
like you said I'm
You are
Fiona
doing
and I'm
great.
owning it.
I'm owning it?
No, it sounded like you said I'm Fiona and I'm owning it, and I couldn't decide if that was a Shrek reference or
no,
a Fiona
it's
Apple Rapple.
Fiona Rapple.
Wait. Fiona Rapple.
Fiona Rapple's where knee high and Snapple mix.
Okay. Fiona Rapple.
If you just took Fiona Apple songs and dubbed them over Biggie Small songs.
I was going to say Busta Rhymes.
That'd been better.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually.
Okay, listen, this wouldn't be an episode of Boys.
Okay.
There's two protocols we have to meet here.
Here we go.
Number one, a story from childhood.
Okay.
Matt, you sounded like you were on it. You sound like you might have this covered. If you want to
I
jump
was
in,
gonna-
if you want
I
to do
will.
it.
Chris, do you have one prepped? Because
No.
I'm second guessing. Okay, shit.
Just
I'm just
go
gonna
for
throw
it.
my dad. I'm gonna
I
throw my
feel
dad
like-
under the bus here.
Hey,
I
don't
feel like
shut
I
up,
did
Matt
one already
Jewett.
with the throwing the chair
That's
story.
true.
That
Can we
I
just
mean,
count that as mine?
I checked the box.
I'm bad at.
Oh, he checked the box.
I did.
I saw him. I didn't know what was going on.
God,
though.
you're like somebody at a bar who've got their little black book checking it off on your hand. Okay, so
Is that a
I
thing?
have,
That was stupid.
as most things I say, hence the name of the band. Okay, so I'll just delve back. I have an older sister who I am Irish twins with. If you're offended by that term, get back on the potato boat. I'm Irish. I can say that.
Sure.
I'm Irish.
No, I've got a sister who she and I are 18 months apart.
Mhm.
Mom and dad getting busy in the late 80s. What up?
Hey.
Glad they were getting some.
Eating ass.
God.
I'm sorry.
Okay, my dad will never hear this because he doesn't know how to use technology. So I'm going to tell you the story that's not from my childhood.
No, what's funny
It's disturbing. It's a disturbing story. So when I was about 21 or 22, and this is apt because we are recording this the day after Christmas.
And your father's also the coach for the 1990s Blazers.
Dude, all I can think about is his mustache on top of an ass.
Oh, shit stash.
Shit stash. Robbie, have you ever seen my dad or
I haven't.
seen a picture of my
No.
dad? My dad has a full length. All right, so to describe my dad is probably an inch shorter than me.
Okay.
He's a very broad-shouldered man with a very large belly. The thing about my dad's belly that is different from most fathers' bellies.
Oh, shit. All right.
Now think of that mustache just over the top of an ass.
Sitting on an ass.
It's like that cartoon of the guy with his nose over the fence.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But it's that mustache.
I'm just thinking, sitting on the crack of an ass. Yeah. That mustache has seen some booty crack in its day.
Yeah, and so, shit, my sister may hear this, but fuck it. So I'm 21 or 22 years old, and my dad's family is a little weird. He and his dad didn't get along very well, and so we always spent holidays for the most part with my mom's side of the family. My mom's one of 3 sisters. They're super close, very matriarchal household, and so smashing the patriarchy was a foreign concept to me because it had already been smashed in my household.
Right.
And so, but the dudes were all like they all love each other and enjoy each other, but the way that they really bonded was the way that most men bond, which is through drinking. And so my dad every year for Christmas buys one of my uncles back, and we're predating this back before like the readily availableness of like craft beer. He would go to what used to be the Cellar. That liquor store was over at Britton and May. That was kind of where the pizza place is, where the Chardine is now, that then moved over to where Grand Cru is now, that liquor store, and find like the weirdest, nicest beer you could buy for one of them. And the other one, he just get a bottle of Old Granddad for every fucking Christmas. Like still to this day, gets that dude a liter of Old Granddad every Christmas. Other uncle would get my dad beer. Uncle that got Old Granddad buys my dad a bottle of Jameson 12-year Reserve every year. That's it. A couple of years ago, I can't remember if like.
So your dad's straight edge. Your dad doesn't.
My
drink.
dad does not drink.
Okay.
Irony. I only saw my dad drunk as a child, probably like 5 times, and always meant something bad happened. Like my dad's a blue collar laborer. It was like, oh, dad got laid off.
Right.
Came home from the company Christmas. I think I saw him come home from the company Christmas party once. And the other time was like when my parents thought they were getting divorced, and my dad had just been like out at the bar and was just like fucked up, and I'm just like, when's dad coming home?
Yeah.
But anyway, getting dark. But so I'm like 21, but now my dad like goes, since he came to start watching the band play, which he does pretty regularly, he like goes the fucking high-low on his own accord.
What?
Yeah, man. Like people like my father is a staple in the bar punk scene of Oklahoma City. I think that would be a fair assessment. Yeah,
absolutely.
I've seen him out about.
He goes shows, fan of the band Pears. I think that qualifies him.
Only reason I go out, see your dad.
It's very well considered that like my dad is more beloved than me. Shout out Rick Williams.
What up?
Shout out mustache. Rick Williams. I have 2 last names, but we just stick with Jewett.
Jennifer Jewett. One life, one mom. Love her.
Anyway. So I'm 21, 22, getting drunk with my dad in my parents' kitchen. I can't remember if my mom was just like in her bedroom reading / asleep, or if like she was out of town, maybe visiting my sister in Texas or something.
Or she was eating ass in the other room.
I'll fucking kill you.
Low blow. Joking. Low blow.
Eating ass is for the men.
That's true. It's that's fairly a men only thing, right? Only men eat ass.
Unless
or is
you're
that cisgendered?
No,
dude. I just got man.
I'm really trying to tell this disgusting story about my dad and not trying to think about the times I've had my ass eaten.
Jesus. All right, just for fun here.
Sidebar.
Just for fun.
How many times?
Okay, no, hold on.
Have you had your ass eaten?
Hold on. Raise your hand if you had your ass eaten.
Matt Jewett. We've got. I'm throwing everybody under the bus. Matt, Robbie, Josh.
Yeah, Chris
was a no-go.
I did not.
Chris does the eating in this household.
I'm the man.
He is smashing the matriarchy, bringing the patriarchy back, and the only one who eats ass in this asshole is me. The only one who eats ass in this asshole.
Yes.
Anyway. So we're getting pretty drunk, and my dad and I, he's asking me questions of certain varieties about certain things, which when this story comes into play, we'll all kind of know what he's talking about. I don't want to get into too many specifics as to not throw people under buses.
You tell long stories.
I know, I really do. And I don't even remember how it came up, but all of a sudden he's just like, yeah, man, and your mom really likes it in the ass. And I'm just like, fuck!
Oh, my God.
I didn't see that coming. Did you see that coming?
I just kind of blew that out. I just kind of blew out the...
So did he.
Oh, God.
My God.
So, yeah, you're... Okay.
So there's that.
Wow.
So
oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you... Okay, let's slow down here. I need you to shut up, Matt Jewett, and... How did that make you feel? Like, were you like, Dad's drunk, he didn't mean it? Or were you like,
Dad's drunk, I could have gone without that piece of information.
Yeah.
That was kind of my reaction. No, I knew he wasn't full of shit. Like, I mean, you don't sit there and get, like, you know, we had drank probably half of this bottle of Jameson 12-year Reserve and the top rack on a 30-rack Miller High Life.
Okay. So you're in.
This is
you're
also,
all in.
I can't believe I ever got drunk with my dad again because this is the first time I ever got drunk with my dad. Also, if you know my father, do not bring up that I told this story on a podcast or I will murder you dead. Like, if you were my friend and say this to my dad, I'll go to prison. I'll go to prison.
It's going to happen.
I know it's going to happen.
Okay.
Make sure he's drunk when you do it.
Who's okay? Say your dad is at the high-low, sitting down, having himself a nice Miller High Life and a shot of Jameson, and then someone's just gonna come up and go, "Hey, what's up? Man? I heard you fucking love your wife. Let's get fucked in the ass."
Have you ever been to the high-low? Of course, that's exactly how that happens.
That's the first thing that
they
someone
say
says.
that as they check your ID.
Exactly.
They're like, "Hey, what's up, ass fucker?"
Oh yeah, you're the guy. I remember that. You the ass.
Guy.
82, good year to fuck ass or eat it. You know, like
Or eat it.
Am I allowed to get another one of these
Yes,
lovely
please.
anthems?
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Ass was it was probably eaten in the 80s, I'm sure.
I think
If you're
snowing,
Have you not seen the cave paintings?
I'm gonna say this.
Were there
I'm gonna say this.
cave paintings?
Oh yeah.
If you're snorting coke in South Miami Beach in 1983, you're eating an asshole.
The ass was longer back then, though. It was taller,
like a
skinnier.
Cuban sandwich.
It was.
Yeah, no, I mean, who knows? Maybe
easier to spread.
Portion control.
Portion.
All right. That's a great story.
portion control.
There it was.
Relevant.
Very much
Yeah.
so.
Rip, R.I.P.
Hey, I'm glad that happened.
You know,
It's good times.
It was not a childhood story. That was an adult story.
close enough. It was a story nonetheless. No, there are moments like that. It's funny coming like in my family. Again, kind of growing up in like a more of a conservative kind of Christian background. Like that stuff didn't exist.
No, my parents didn't have sex ever, and there's 3 kids. So you know what I mean.
I walked
Immaculate Conception. All 3.
Yeah, the stork came.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
I
walked in on
joke
my
2 days ago.
I walked in on my dad just railing my mom.
Awesome.
Dude.
Oh, see, and like that's the difference. I mean,
dude, her legs were behind her ears.
So wait. Above the covers?
She was.
Oh hell yeah! Come on.
She was mad at him.
If her legs are over her ears, they ain't wearing covers.
He was pounding that shit. And
like, you're hearing that.
Oh, you could hear his balls just slapping.
Wait a minute.
Was this you? Was it one of those like you open the door and like shut it?
No.
Wait a minute. Here's a more
stunned?
important question. If he's going that hard, how did you not hear it coming down the hall?
Oh, I did. Why do you think I opened the door?
He thought his dad was domestically abusing his mother.
I thought he was like doing the scene from Rocky where he was like punching the
was.
meat.
Oh, he was.
Dad has a punching bag in their bedroom, and I've never known.
So
he was punching that meat in the cheeks.
I grew up.
God fucking damn it!
I grew up. We were raised. We were raised in like a mobile home, not a trailer in the sense of like.
No, you're talking about like one of those sidings, like down to the ground.
Yes,
double wide, like a nice
single wide.
Oh well,
yeah, they come single wide, double wide, but like I know what you're talking about. Like look,
so anyway, the whole thing was
builds.
shaking.
Oh yeah. If this house is rocking, please, son, come watch
spit
it out.
Come watch us. Yeah.
So so you go down the hall.
No, I just remember being like, I don't know, I was probably like 6 or 7, and I did the like, I can't sleep, I'm gonna run and like, jump in the bed with my parents. And I opened the door, and I remember they had one of those beds that had like the masts on all 4 corners.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
classic
bedpost, the big old bedpost,
the tall like almost ceiling height ones.
Yeah.
And I remember opening the door and like, I remember the moon coming through the window
on your dad's ass,
illuminating my dad's pasty white ass cheeks as he was just thrusting as hard as he could. And again, I just saw the bottom of my mom's feet.
That's amazing.
And I just remember him like
gross,
turning around and being like,
funny.
shut the door. And I was like, fine. So I stepped in, I shut the door, and I let him finish all over me.
I was looking for golf balls once as a child, which my father.
Wait, is that a euphemism?
No, it's not. It's not. And it gets dark. It gets
Reach
dark.
in here.
I feel like Robbie. I feel like you and I could do an entire podcast of fucked up things we saw as children.
Absolutely.
No, my father was not an avid golfer, and then he suddenly stopped golfing when one of his and my uncle, old granddad, Jameson connection, they golfed together. One of their buddies shot his wife in the ass and went to prison, and they all stopped golfing.
That's a good reason to
That's
stop.
why you do it. That's why you do it.
Oh my God.
The two dudes shot his ass and the wife, or his wife in the ass.
I understand.
There's so
the
many
golfing,
stories going on in
but
that one story.
I know, right?
I know there are a lot of
Did she
elements.
get shot in the ass while they were golfing? B, why have a gun on the golf course?
No.
Okay.
It was a whole deal. But anyway, that dude went to prison and they quit golfing. And the only reason I know about that is because I saw the he's out of prison card that he sent out.
Aww.
Anyway, I'm looking for golf balls because he had a bevy of golf balls because they just very abruptly quit golfing. And one day, after several years of siphoning golf balls from my father's dresser.
Oh, you found that porno?
No, I found worse. I found dildos.
It happens, man. Parents
found
gotta do it
dildos.
too.
Again,
I found
no, never
dildos.
happened to me.
Yeah, but did
My
you
parents
ever
don't have
find
sex.
your mother's dildos?
No.
I never found my mother's dildos.
I found my father's.
Flags of our fathers.
Strap on.
Strap it on.
Pegging.
Pegging.
No, I found my friend's mom's dildo once.
I bet you did.
Well, we were looking for like his dad's porn. Turns out he had in a giant fucking duffel bag just a shit ton of videotapes.
Yeah.
This was the 90s.
That's where they go, in a duffel bag or in like a shitty cardboard
Where
box.
was
back
the
of the
first place that
closet.
everyone found porn as a boy?
Woods.
That was very quick.
I had,
Woods.
I had to
I'm
wait.
gonna say bottom drawer of a friend's brother's bedroom.
I had to wait till the internet.
You never saw porn till the internet?
God, do you remember when Angel
No, I was
Fire was
kidding.
like a
My buddy-
striptease though on that dial-up shit?
My buddy Brian White had porn
One bar at a
all the
time.
You were just Googling Pam Anderson?
Now, your friend Brian, was it video or paper or
Paper, magazines,
magazine?
sure, yeah.
Was it a full magazine or was it just like a piece of? Like
No, it was full magazines.
So you saw titties.
Yeah.
So you saw some batitties, huh?
Yeah.
But it is.
It's a throwback to earlier
The
today.
last one, yeah.
wasn't really into it, but it's
Didn't like
whatever.
it?
No, because that was like, early '90s.
Yeah.
So that's when the fake tits got real popular.
Oh, the beach balls.
Yeah.
I'm not into
The
it.
pie
Not a fan of
crust.
that.
Not
Yeah.
enough booty for
Fucking
me.
look in the-
I'm way more into booty.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of fake tits. I've always been a fan of natural, what's been known as natural saggers.
Oh,
Big, but maybe just have a little hang.
no, that's too big.
Oh no, Chris Vandyne doesn't hang.
Doesn't hang.
Doesn't hang.
Do you have a perky? Like I'm just there's just a little
Yeah,
squeezing.
just
The boob does not
just the
hang
hand.
low. It
Little
does not
triangles.
wobble to the floor.
I don't even know about that.
I don't want it to wobble. I'm not
a
saying
handful.
wobbling. It's not a fucking.
No, I know.
Science
I get
experiment.
what you're saying, though. No, I would.
mean,
I would rather.
Heft. Oh, have some heft. Give me some heft to a breast.
I'm also not an asshole and won't be like, no, boobs are stupid. I'm like, boobs are cool.
Yeah.
But I'd much rather grab your butt.
All the parts are cool.
I agree,
Oh,
man.
fine.
Like ass much
Booty-
more important than
booty
butt.
over boobies.
Because you can
That's
eat
me.
that.
No, and
Absolutely, it's a
actually
full
it
meal.
predates that, or like my thought that could be awesome or even done. Like that was a revelation in like well into my 20s,
What's
well
that?
into my early 20s.
What, gay sex?
Eating ass was a revelation well into my.
Oh, I never.
Early
It
20s.
never even crossed my mind until I was probably.
Don't give a date that's gonna get you in trouble.
Was it less than 3 years ago?
I turned into Porky Pig right there. I was like, don't screw yourself, Josh.
So, wait, no, eating ass. I never. I mean,
26. He was 26 when he realized he could eat ass.
26 months.
I was like 2020. I was 2020. I was Dateline 2020. 2020.
And he saw Barbara Walters' ass, and he was just like, I can eat
I
that.
ate Barbara
Shit out of
Walters'
that.
ass. I was
Yeah.
visiting, and I ate her ass. No, it's you don't think about it. It's a thing, and it's there.
No, and it's fantastic.
It's awkward. It's awkward.
Okay, but everything about
Here's
sex is awkward.
It's a joke, though. Listen to this. When your nose goes in the butthole a little bit on accident, you know what I mean? I call that brown beaking.
Everybody calls that brown beaking.
Wait, you talking about 69? Were you 69?
Yeah.
I love 69.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Let it be known.
No,
I love
absolutely.
69.
High five.
Oh, it's
Absolutely.
too much going on too quickly. Like, I don't feel like
Overstimulation.
Here's my problem.
Here's my thing. I would rather go down than have someone go
up?
down. You know what I mean?
I've always.
You're a giver.
I'm very much a giver. Yeah, same way.
Absolutely.
I know I've made a shitload of rap references today, and I apologize for that. Blame it on my youth. But yeah, no, I've always been of the reverse version of that song. Like, I love getting head, but I'd rather have some sex. There's a rap song that's like, I love eating pussy, but I love having sex, but I'd rather get some head. And like, I'm the reverse of that.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna work blue here, like
wait, is that like blue balls?
Yeah,
kinda.
Dude, this whole podcast, this episode has been extremely blue.
Royal blue.
Royal blue.
Go Cubbies.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'm more of a navy blue boy.
man, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna leave it to. I'm gonna leave it to the kids.
You're gonna leave it to the kids.
Whoa. There's only one of those here.
Yeah.
How old are you?
34.
What?
Yeah, are we going with that? Like, are we going with that
I'm
blue?
real cute.
You are. You kind of got this like Satan thing going
Look
on
at it.
that I just
It's
cannot
called-
get enough of. Oh my god, I just can't.
It's called
Yeah,
the
right?
slightly sinister
like that?
mustache, is what it's
It
called.
is.
It is.
I do think
Vandyne.
you're beautiful.
What's up?
He's a handsome man.
Hey, thank you. I don't feel that way.
All sex is weird.
No, I'm glad you brought that back up
Sex is
because
awesome.
no, it's cool, but it is.
No, it's awesome, but
awkward.
it's fucking
awkward.
weird, man.
Dude, I'm married, and it's still like awkward, even though like
Oh, sure.
we've done it like at least like 7 times.
Sure,
now.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
taking a piece
But-
of your body and putting it inside of another person's
And
body.
there's
if you're a
smells,
woman-
and there's hairs, and there's
Shit.
there's ass.
I just bit my tongue so hard right there. Because
My
we don't need it.
smells.
We don't need it. No. It's not that. It's just we don't need to go in that direction.
But I mean, it's
I thought we were
cool.
doing impressions. Now we're just
It's
talking
totally
about
cool.
eating ass and fucking and pussy smells.
Right. That's
Chris.
And ball smells. And ball smells.
What, Matthew?
Speaking of sex, what's your childhood story?
Oh, we already.
Oh no, you already had it because you talked
I
about
had it.
substitute teachers. That's right.
Yeah.
I didn't have sex till I was older, so.
Neither did I. I was actually a very late bloomer. The funny part
What
is,
was
like,
what was your age?
I was 18, 3 weeks away from graduating high school.
Your age?
22 and a half.
22, baby, right here.
18 on my 18th
Yeah,
birthday.
I didn't.
Wait, on your 18th birthday?
On my 18th birthday.
I've never had sex on my birthday.
Lunch break, school.
Wow.
What was his name?
What was the substitute teacher's name?
That was romantic as
Shannon actually
fuck.
had to drive
Mr.
to Shawnee's.
That's him.
I had to drive all the way out there.
He
to
was
go get
good
that
for
out.
it. He was good for it.
Nice
Shawnee's
guy.
a long way away.
Well, that's what I'm
not
saying.
that bad.
I had to call in sick. He had to call in as my dad sick the rest of the day.
Did he call you his little Matt maid?
I did not realize that this dude was Catholic.
I'm dying right now. Well,
All right.
yeah.
You know what, guys? I think that might be a good time to end it. Unless we
Oh,
have any
I wanted to end it on so much more of a positive note, but
Okay, let's do this. Let's do it in on a positive note. Let's take it back. I want to do this. You called him out at the top of it. Let's do some impressions. Do quick impressions and then we'll go out. Robbie, you cool with that?
impressions?
All right. I think I have it in me.
are we doing like same impressions? Are we going best impression?
Why don't we
Like
just
how
do
are we
some
doing
shout
this?
outs
Let's-
and call it a night?
Let's do a round robin, shout out or impression.
Shout
Fine.
out or impression?
Yep. And we'll start with you, Chris.
No.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Come on, Mr. Shout Out.
I'm not. Yeah, I'll do shout outs. So that's fine. I'm not going to do an impression.
Shout it out.
Let's see. It's going out to Honky Dick. What's up? Nanners, how you doing? Joe Mama Banana. Let's see. Who else? That's pretty much it. Let's go out to the group chat. Hey, group chat. How you guys
Robbie's
doing?
so mad about that.
Everybody in the group chat?
B Sharp the other day. Just
Fuck you
being
all.
like-
B Sharp. What's
B
up, B
Sharp the
Sharp?
other day just being like, hi, my name's Brandon. Are you in group chat? I'm not in
That
group
was
chat.
hilarious. That was the first thing he said. Everyone's so mad about it.
I know.
All right. No round robin. You and I are going head to head here. We'll do Trump, we'll do Obama, and then we'll do best impression of another human being.
Are you ready for this?
And you can recycle one of the
Not
two.
ready.
And then Josh and Chris will judge who does the best impression.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, because I'm not.
So
yeah.
it's scored 3 ways. Okay.
Ladies first.
Visitor goes 1st. Okay.
Ladies is better.
Labia. Sasha.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Malia. I know that you've been listening to a podcast from Oklahoma where they're talking about things like eating ass. I need you to make sure that America thinks I'm teaching you Christian values because Enough of those dumb hick-ass fucks already think I'm a Muslim. Don't let man eat your ass and tell you've married him, because that is the right thing to do, and that's what we have to do as Americans.
I like it,
dude. That was fucking good, dude. I had the thumb.
Wait.
I got goosebumps. I got
Wait a minute.
goosebumps.
I closed my eyes to make sure I probably wasn't the goddamn word.
Who was he doing?
All right, Onus to you.
Okay, listen. I really appreciate the last 8 years. They were the greatest 8 years. I've been surrounded by people for the last 8 years that have told me that everything I do is great. Now I'll be the greatest president of all time. Listen, I know you've had your chance to eat ass, but now there's a new ass eater in town. And listen, Melania, oh my mouth is full of ass. It's great. It's the greatest ass I've ever bought.
Doesn't even know his own wife's name.
I love it.
Listen, do you want to swipe? Swipe?
Do you want to swipe?
Listen, it's horrible. It's terrible. I've already swiped swipe left, swipe 3 wipes right, or left, either direction. Didn't really matter. Wasn't with them. Didn't matter. They weren't that great. They were not as good as me. No way. No how. Wasn't happening. But I think we can all agree that even though she's going to stay in New York, best first lady of all times. You've got me on the Trump.
Listen. You're not president yet. No, I can't even do it. I can't even.
Do you want me to do best impression of any human being on Earth first?
Go for it.
Yeah, it's 2016.
Oh, fuck you. I'm not listening to it. No, I take my
you pull your
headphones off.
headphones off. You pull your headphones off.
I still have to hear it. I'll plug it in.
Mama.
It's 2017 coming up, and my name's Garrett Dale. I'm a star band called Garrett Dale and the Dales, and it's going to be super tight. We're going to do nothing but sing songs about getting drunk at the high-low, smoking weed, and about how dope my girlfriend Jackie Jones is, because she's the best. Like, it's super tight being with her.
That's a perfect.
Also, hey, no, dude. But seriously,
Is he here?
He's still going. It's creepy as fuck.
Dude, it's
creepy.
I also just want you to know that, like, Boys Podcast is like, Matt and Chris are dumb, like, whatever, fuck them. But, like, it's just like,
he really would say that.
as far as you two, like, it's the best podcast I've ever seen you guys do.
That's
Wait till no.
Shout out Garrett.
Shout out to Garrett Dale.
Wait till he comes up to you when you're not paying attention. And just
I
gets
will
in your
grab you by the nape of the neck
and gets
in the
in your
high-low.
ear and does that shit. It freaks me
That's
out
creepy.
every time. Dude, oh.
That's awesome.
I just like grab people by the nape of the neck. I'm just like, hey man, it's the best I've ever seen you play.
Yes.
All right, I will do the best, shortest impression I have.
Okay.
This is George W. Bush.
Yes. Oh, he's going for the jugular.
The day after Christmas.
The day after Christmas.
Listen, she got it at Ross.
That's awesome.
I think based on that one-liner, Robbie wins.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Draw.
It
Put
was
it
a
here.
draw.
Put it here. Put it here.
It was a draw.
That
We shook
Obama.
it.
That
We shook-
Obama was fucking fire, dude.
We shook hands, but it was effeminate. Be sure you go to boys.com, make a donation. Not only for me, but for America.
Bye.